See this? If A and B are two square matrices of order n, and if A into B equal to I, then prove that B into A equal to I. Okay. See, we already know that A into B might not be equal to B into A in all the cases, but then this is a special case in which they are saying that A into B equal to I, right? They are not asking us to prove that A into B equal to B into A. Be clear about this. They are not asking us to prove that A into B equal to B into A. They are saying that in case if A into B happens to be I, then in that particular case B into A is also going to be I. That is what they wanted to prove. Okay, so that it is a special case. Fine. Now let's see how to prove it. See, now A into B equal to I, right? That is what is given. So I'll try to multiply both sides of it with A inverse. Okay, A inverse AB, and then I into A inverse, multiplying from the left side, pre-multiplication. Then I'm going to get B equal to A inverse, right? Then we can say that since B is the inverse of A into B equal to B into A equal to I. But then before doing that, multiplying with A inverse, we should even be sure that A inverse exists. The reason is, for every matrix there need not be an inverse, right? Therefore we are not sure whether for A there is inverse exists or not, isn't it? Nothing is said about A. They didn't say that A is a non-singular matrix. They didn't say anything. They just have given this. If A into B equal to I, then we are supposed to prove that B into A equal to I. This is the procedure. So before going ahead, I want to prove that A inverse exists. Then I will do this step. Okay. So don't do this directly. First prove that inverse for A exists. So how can we prove that inverse for A exists? Say this: A into B equal to I. That implies I am going to take determinant on both sides equal to det I, that equal to det A det B equal to 1, right? Now product of two numbers, determinant of A into determinant of B, is equal to 1. Therefore definitely we can say this: det A is not equal to 0 and det B is not equal to 0. Anyway, I am not interested in that. So det A is not equal to 0. So what can we say about it? A is non-singular, right? So since A is non-singular, now we can say that inverse exists. That is why A inverse definitely exists. So I'll take now this equation and multiply it from the left hand side, both the left hand side and right hand side. Multiply it with 8. Okay, whenever you are trying to multiply, always you try to multiply from one end. In this case it doesn't matter, but then in general always see that we multiply from one end. Okay, so here I am going to multiply with A inverse from the left side, and here also A inverse. Then what did we get? B equal to A inverse. So from this we can say that since B is the inverse of A, we can say A into B equal to B into A equal to I. Got it? So both of them are equal to identity matrix. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177. And IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days. And whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.